Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's been quite a while. I've been moving to Spain and now I'm settled in Spain. The videos will return. So you're probably wondering, Matthew, why are you in this random setup without your studio, without your amazing soundproofing? Well, I didn't bring it with me, okay? I'm going to build a new studio very shortly, so for now, you'll have to enjoy the amazing staircase behind me. And in today's video, as you can guess by the title, I'm going to tell you why approaching women in 2025 does not work. Pretty bold claim, I know, but don't worry, because I'm making such a bold claim, I'm going to tell you exactly what you should be doing instead to get dates in real life, in person, from some kind of human-to-human connection. So I went through most of my younger life wishing, hoping, wanting to approach women for the purpose of getting dates and relationships, but I was pretty bad at this. I would spend literally hours watching content online, cold approaching content, charisma on command videos, how to speak properly, the right words to use, literally any tips or tricks I could find that would improve my ability to be able to approach a woman and then get a date from this. But no matter what I tried, this wasn't really working for me. And in the beginning, pretty much all of my results came from either dating apps or girls approaching me. So for my first, let's say, 10 to 20 experiences, they weren't from approaches that I made myself. They were from girls at parties coming towards me who were like not very attractive. Or it was from dating apps, aka hiding behind my phone screen. Now this is important because a lot of you guys will relate to this, and you'll be watching this video now thinking your only issue is approaching that woman, when really this is bullshit. The reason why I struggled so much with approaching women, my issue wasn't with women only. The reason why I struggled with approaching so much when I was younger, it wasn't because I was actually bad at approaching women, it was that I was bad with everybody. I couldn't even approach a random stranger, let alone a woman. So if my social skills were so bad, I couldn't have a conversation and hold a conversation for a few minutes with a random person, how was I ever going to be able to approach a woman, seduce her, get her onto a date, and then be able to, seal the deal and do whatever it is that I wanted to do at the time? And when I think back, there was one kind of pivotal thing that made me realize that my social skills were really bad, because when you go through your life as a man, unless somebody tells you, listen mate, you're pretty socially retarded, you're gonna think you're fine. Because when I was younger, we're talking like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, this is when social media was just becoming a thing, like 2013. Phones and smartphones were just becoming a thing. So people were slowly turning towards more phone use, right? So it was becoming pretty normal to spend most of your time on your phone, right? Avoiding eye contact, avoiding conversations. And now, this is the complete norm. That is why when guys come to me and they say, Matthew, what can I say to a girl to approach her? I say, if I give you a line, a pickup line, no matter how perfect it is, no matter how much success it's brought me or my other clients, it's not going to work for you. Because the fact you're asking me this question, it tells me you're socially retarded. And I mean that with love. And it means that you have to improve this. And if you don't improve this, nothing will change. In this video, I'm going to teach you what you need to focus on instead to actually make sure your approaches work. Because long story short, the reason why approaching doesn't work for you is because your social skills are horrendous. And approaching women will always feel weird and unnatural, and they'll feel this too until you master your social skills with everybody. If that random old lady around the corner from you who works in that convenience store, that corner shop, if she does not refer to you as charismatic and charming, these women that you want to approach, they certainly won't either. So there is one very specific strategy which I will prescribe to you. I prescribe to all the guys that I work with, literally every single man that I'm teaching. There's currently 217, I believe, on my school platform that I'm working with. Every single guy, one of the most important things that I have them do is this concept of flirting with the world. And this is how we're going to solve your issue of approaching. And this is why your approaching will never work and why it does not work in 2025. Because it feels forced, it feels unnatural. So flirting with the world, what is it? It's how it sounds, right? Now, I'm going to tell you in a second where this idea came from, because it was once upon a time a normal thing, but these days it's not very normal. So essentially, every single day, you set yourself the challenge of speaking to two strangers, not necessarily women, but two strangers, okay? And the point of this is to hold a conversation. You'll be sat there thinking, easy, I can do that. Go and do it. Tomorrow, tell yourself, I'm going to approach two strangers and actually do it. I promise you, you'll not be able to hold a conversation longer than 30 seconds. You'll run out of things to say. You'll feel awkward. You'll have that urge to pull your phone out and start, checking your emails or reading the fucking calculator, right? Whatever awkward thing you do when you're stood in a queue because you don't know what to do with yourself. So that's step number one, okay? Start approaching strangers. Step number two is you follow the guidance in my Flirting with the World tracker. Now, I have created literally a free guide to help you with this. It's called the Flirting with the World tracker, and it's in my bio, my description below. Download it for free, right? Now, this has a series of 4 different videos. These 4 videos will teach you the different stages of flirting with the world, and that will eventually lead to you being able to approach women. And because I've made separate content, separate videos for this, I'm not going to go through exactly what the videos say, because what's the point of me making them? But all you need to know is that will solve your problems. And until you solve your social problems, your social skill problems, I promise you, your approaches will never work. Because women can feel this weirdness coming from you. That's why they don't work. You're not missing a special chat-up line, you're missing social skills. But to get you started, I'm going to give you some example openers for strangers, right? Not women, strangers. These are some example things which you can say to people that you pass by to start a conversation, right? Because for most of you, you've probably never even approached a stranger to say, hey man, how's your day going? Any plans this weekend? Looking good, man. I like the outfit. I like your vibe. You've got really good energy. What's your workout split? How long have you been training? Hey man, you look really good. I like the haircut. What did you ask for? These are all examples of things you can say. But when I say these things, you're probably thinking, you can't say that. That's a bit weird. It's a bit intrusive asking those questions. Do it. There was one of the guys that I'm coaching. I'm not going to reveal his identity, but he approaches and has approached in one day literally 30 strangers, right? He's had a conversation and he's tracked this with 30 people. What you'll find is in the Flirting with the World document you're going to download, the ebook, there is a tracker in this which will allow you to track your progress. And this guy has approached 30 strangers. And because of this, he had 2 experiences with women in 1 week, I'll say, right? That came from this approaching. Because essentially what you do is you start with mastering your social skills, you become massively socially fluent to the point where you're naturally interacting with the world around you. And next thing you know, when that very hot girl passes you by, what do? You interact with her. And then it naturally leads to, by the way, do you have Instagram? Can I get your number? Cool. Text her. You follow my texting guide. Boom, date. You're welcome. Okay? It sounds overly simple. It is. It just takes time. Okay? But don't be thinking, I'm going to skip the easy things. You skipping the basics and the easy things is why you are where you are. Okay? You must do the baby steps, the easy things, because I promise you, you're a social retard and you don't realize it. And it's not even necessarily your fault in this day and age, unless you make the conscious effort to speak to a lot of people, you're going to be pretty socially, challenged, right? I don't want to keep calling you a social idiot because maybe YouTube will flag me for that, but you get the idea. So, download the free guide, start doing the approaches with strangers, start working up to this, and then your approaches will actually work. Maybe you've been here for a while, maybe you've watched quite a lot of my content and you're thinking, yeah, Matthew, I want some more support. Well, if you want some more support, you can join my school academy. It's literally only $49 per month, right? I say this because I have no interest in bullshitting you. It is an extremely reasonable and fair price for what it is that I'm giving you. I'm giving you literally a decade of my experience, my knowledge, packaged into these very easily digestible videos like this one. Now, if you want to work with me personally, there is a form below you can fill out to have a free one-to-one strategy call with me. Now, this is only for guys that are taking this extremely seriously, so if you fill this out and you give me stupid answers, I'm not going to get back to you, okay? Until the next video, guys, I will catch you all later.